Hello to you, my listener. I am Miss Addison. And we are going to read a love story from one of our avid listeners. This story is about what happened in her love life. Well, what are we still waiting for? Let's get started. I have a husband, and his name is William. He was my first boyfriend. When I was still studying, he got me pregnant early. Our parents found out what happened. So they decided to bring us together. My husband William and I have been together for 12 years. And we had 2 children. But my husband is not by my side every time I give birth. My mother-in-law is always with me. In recent times, I have received a lot of resentment from my husband. Because I've caught him having a girl several times, almost twice. Often, we almost broke up. But we always arrange it so that we don't get separated from our children. One day my husband got involved with a criminal. So, my husband thought of hiding in their province. His hiding lasted for almost a year. Until he can't anymore hide, and he just decided to give up. To end the crime problem he was involved in. And at that time, I broadened my thinking. I understood, and I supported him. Until I couldn't take it anymore. I'm almost in debt just to support him. And just to meet the needs of our children. So I decided to break up, because I wasn't happy anymore. I have to admit that I met a boy, let's keep him under the name Oliver. I saw all the shortcomings of my ex-husband in him. He is also a family man, has 1 child, also divorced from his wife. Little by little, we got to know each other. We often talk on the phone. We go out secretly without my parents knowing. Until we decided to live with my parents with my children. And unexpectedly we found out that my mother was sick with cancer. So I must be always by her side, doing checkups, chemotherapy, and keeping an eye on the hospital. What is needed, I am in charge. And because of that, they got to know my chosen new boyfriend better. They don't like the man I chose, but I defend my relationship because they don't know it completely yet. Not a day goes by that my mom and I don't argue. And that's when I found out that I was not their real daughter. I thought, that's why they treat me like that, maybe because they already have a big investment in me. So they don't want me to lose their power. Or maybe they need me because there is no one to take care of them. Maybe they love me. But I thought they still raised me, and I still love them no matter what happens. I promised my parents that I would stay with them. But even though we talked about those things, my mother and I still argue every day. A few months later, I found out I was pregnant. I didn't tell my parents. I hid it because there was a threat that they would reject me. But no secret is not revealed. Even though hurtful words came out of my mother's mouth, I accepted. I still go with her every time she has a chemotherapy schedule. And the day came when I confessed to my mother that I was pregnant. Because I almost miscarried, I bled and I was rushed to the hospital. I was confined to the hospital for several days until I was released at that time. My anger intensified even more because I didn't even receive a greeting from them. 3 days after I got out, my mother called and told me.
Where's my money? I need it.
Because I owe her. I would have paid in case I was hospitalized. I answered her.
I would have paid for it in case I was hospitalized.
But what she said.
I thought your man was rich. I thought your male fitting was rich.
Then she hung up on me. I was upset because not one of my family even said hello. They think more about money. I was the one who took care of my mother, but they didn't even think about me. So since then, I avoided my own family. Time passed, and the ex-wife of my partner chatted. I was triggered. What could his ex-wife want this to happen to? My partner's eldest son's birthday. They met, And I found out that the woman admitted that she still loves the person I'm with. She realized that he couldn't lose this person in his life. So this guy with me seems to have returned his love for his ex-wife. It hurts me so much because it's like he can't fight me. I fought for him in my family, but his ex-wife just chatted and they only met at their son's party. He will be weak. The woman will just call him to come here and he will go. I said,
You have to choose between us. I can't be just an option, because this isn't our plan.
and I'll admit, I've loved him more since I found out I was pregnant. I try to understand him. I love you, video call, face to face I see what he and his ex-wife are doing. I cried and wondered if this was my punishment. Me, because I chose him more than my parents, I just fell in love again. I told my partner that I would tolerate it. But he told me,
I can't. Let's not break up.
I said,
I don't want this set up. I don't want to destroy the family you're starting to build. Your son and I will leave and move to another place without anyone knowing.
He says,
That's my son too. I'm begging you, forgive me, let's try this setup first, please my love. I just want to give my son that my ex-wife and I can get back together.
I'm a fool, I love him, I'll put up with it as long as I can. But for me, I don't know how long I can handle it, how long I can wait, because I'm just a mistress. That's the end of my story. I hope you can give me some advice. Thank you very much for listening. To our listeners, what can you say or advise about what happened in her love life? If you have any suggestions or comments, please comment below. Thank you very much for listening. I am Miss Addison from Miss Romantica. If you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe and please press the bell notification so that you are constantly updated on the videos I upload. If you have love experience stories, send them to our website brookeclark787@gmail.com. And you might be lucky enough to be drawn and featured on this channel. I'm Miss Addison from Miss Romantica. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.